two guitars are alike. Today, we explore the stories of three unique guitars and the people that play them.
I'm Anthony Zanfardino, and I've been playing guitar since I was in 8th grade. I picked it up and I started playing it, and it's been history.
Anthony's playing a Rolling Stones cover on his first guitar. He mostly sticks to electric, but he keeps his acoustic around for stuff like this.
This is an Ibanez S series, and these are some of the lightest guitars you could get out there. It's got everything you need. It's got a full 24 frets, which means that you have 2 octaves that you could choose from. I use the lightest gauge you could get, which is 9s, 9 to 42s. I prioritize lightness because I think it's more comfortable. I like to keep guitar relatively casual. I like to figure out what the vocal melody of a song is and what chords are behind it and figure out how it works. I come up with schemes in my head of what I think would sound good, and when it does sound good and I was correct, it's the best thing ever. I played a lot of guitar in high school because I guess I was having normal high school difficulties. There still were instances where I was lonely or where I'd be, angry or depressed or a typical hormonal teenage emotion. And, well, I always went to the guitar for that. Some people name their guitars. That's weird. I don't name my guitars. This is Blue Guitar 1. I've known plenty of people before, and even myself, that just get lost in music, wherein it's like they get transported to a whole different world. I don't think that that's good. I think you should stay in this world. You should use this for as much good as possible. But I think that there should be some redemption to it, where you try to emulate the heavenly music at some point. The angelic choir. I don't want to abuse the guitar. I want to use my guitar for good.
Complete in thee, no work of mine could take, dear Lord, the place of thine. My name is Isaac Lubben, one of the many Isaacs on campus. The first time I started playing guitar was just a couple years ago. I picked up the cheapest guitar I could possibly find. But eventually I picked up a used Taylor that I like to use now. Taylors are really good, especially the smaller bodies for fingerstyle.
Isaac plays a few instruments. He picked up guitar so he could play something at home during quiet evenings.
Fingerstyle is just a means of playing without a pick, and it allows you to bend the chords a lot more and just pick out specific notes, and kind of create a structure for a voice with more ease, I think, than you can with a pick, because a pick is a little more abrasive. I like natural things in general, non-processed foods and a natural environment and grass and trees and mountains and hiking. So anything that can be simplified, I typically choose the simplified version. When I play, I typically play hymns and worship songs. I think singing through psalms set to music especially is a really, really good way to get your mind centered on the Lord again. So I've found, after I get a disappointing grade, or I'm worried about a relationship or something like that, to play through hymns. And one of my favorites is Take My Life and Let It Be. And just to, in music form, to submit everything to the Lord is very restorative. Which thou hast conquered, reign within.
So I'm David Stokarski. I started playing guitar when I was like 12 or 13.
David has seen a lot of guitars. He spent a summer building them from scratch.
So this is actually a really unique guitar.
It's a baritone guitar, he explains, which means it's tuned 5 steps lower than a normal guitar.
The most important thing is how the neck feels. This guitar, the back of the neck, is kind of shaped like the letter D. Besides that, it's a single cut, so the cutaway here is only on the one side, not the other. That's just kind of a design thing. I prefer that. Personally, I like using baritones for 2 main styles. So the first is heavy music. The lower the guitar is, sometimes it adds an element of weight that a higher tuned guitar doesn't always have. But what I really love using baritones for is ambient music. So just a lot of reverb and delay, a clean guitar tone. I like to listen to heavier music kind of before I go to sleep and to calm me down. So sometimes I'll play like a hard rock song if that's gonna help me calm down. Or sometimes it is just a slower song. It kind of just depends what patch the amp is on. Sometimes it's just if I'm in the mood to play guitar, if I'm feeling kind of like sad or I miss home, I'll play one of the songs that I would play with my brother. My brother plays the drums, so we would learn songs together all the time. Honestly, sometimes just seeing them around, like either hanging in my room or knowing that they're under my bed if I need to use it to just kind of calm down, it is very comforting for me to just have something that I know is always there and I can always make the same songs at different points of my life that I've listened to and kind of walk back through all the different things that I've done with it. I know that's kind of like cliche, like it's a piece of wood, David, it's not a friend. But it is something that I have spent a lot of time with in my life. It's kind of just something that's a constant for me that I can always just have to remind me that it's just always there. And I can always make the same songs.